Good Sunday morning to you all out there, wherever you may be. Good, still Saturday night for some of you. Anyway, classic blues as we roll right along here from the studios of WVON. In the middle part of North America, we're on the south side of Chicago. Yeah. So a lot of good stuff goes on over here, folks. They say it don't, but I tell you what, there is some good stuff over here. And this is some of the good stuff here, listening to this great program that we have here, Classic Blues and R&B. Show that we do each and every Saturday night, Sunday morning. We come to you live. No Memorex. We come to you live. And, when you Technicolor. You check us out over on YouTube. We over there streaming live on YouTube as well. So check me out over there. First YouTube show I done on this, done here. So check it out. It may be a little rough, but I tell you what, we're going to make it easier as we get down the road. We're streaming live at WVON.com and iHeartRadio. And as I said, we also have been running over on YouTube here. WVON always wants you to get social with us by going to Facebook.com/WVON1690. Also in Twitter, follow us at WVON1690. And on Instagram at WVON1690. You can always reach us in the studio at 773-591-1690. You can always get us here by calling the number. I forgot the doggone it. But anyway, I ain't going to tell you what I forgot. If I don't tell you, you won't know. I know what I don't have handy for me right here. But that's on me. But anyway, Classic Blues would like for you to get social with us, too, by going to Facebook.com/Classic Blues and RB. You know, they won't let me get the A. So I just say Classic Blues and RB. Also follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/HenryCB6175. Appreciate it, We appreciate you doing that because it's a good thing to participate. It is nice to be nice. It's nice to act right. But sometimes we just don't do it, do we? Don't act right, huh? Mm-hmm.
That'd be too much like right.
That'd be too much fun.
Sometimes we just ugly. You just plain old ugly. I was reading a story about a man down in Florida. Now, you all tell me this. Now, I've heard jokes before in the past about stuff like this. There was a Florida man with no arms arrested on suspicion of stabbing a tourist. He's 46. He said he used his feet to paint and allegedly used his feet again to stab a tourist after midnight on Tuesday night down there. So he stabbed a man with his, but that's what he used his toes. I've seen people use that, So that's what he used to do that. That's remind me of the old joke that was, I think it was three guys. One guy had no arms, one guy had no eyes, and one guy had no feet. So they were standing around arguing. This guy said, if you do that again, I'm going to smack you. That's the guy with no arms. That's what he told the guy. And the guy with no feet said, I guarantee you, if you do that, I'm going to break my foot off in you. And the blind man said, let me step up here so I can see this crap. Hey, so it may be true, Yeah, so that's sometimes these things go around that way. And we're in the studio here. We got our guest here, Mr. Merle Perkins, Miss Tomika. Tomika Dixon and Mr. Dave. Yeah. And Dave think I'm not going to get his name right this time. Mattlander. Matt Lerner.
I'm a Southsider too, not a Midlander, but a Southsider.
I don't feel bad. I was Shamika. When I first came to the show, he called me Shamika. I said, I'm not Shamika, but that's not a bad person for you to compare me to. So I'm okay with that. So I see Shamika at the Grammy event. And she told me, she said, oh, I just had a baby. I said, no, honey, we just had a baby, okay? Because as soon as she had this baby, everybody was hitting me up on Facebook telling me congratulations on my new bundle of joy. I told her, so, I'm quite sure I owe some child support, okay? Because we really just had a baby. It was something else.
And you look so good, too.
I know, thank you. I mean, I just went right back to,
went right back to the same old thing.
And nothing wrong with that. All right, back to our studio guests here. We're going to chat some more now. Come on, guys, talk to me. Tell me a little bit. We got a guest on the line, too. Punch him up. Gerald, punch him up, please. All right, Tomika, you know who he is. Hey, how
Hello, caller. How are you? This is Tomika Dixon, the granddaughter of the blues. And thanks for calling in today.
Hello there, Tomiko.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hello there, Tomiko. How you do today, dear?
I'm doing all right. You know, I'm just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
You know how we do.
You know it.
First of all, I'd like to say hi to the WVON family. I love you. And to the great Mr. Sir Henry Cheatham. We appreciate your format. And I'd like to take a few minutes to just say how much of a great talent Tomiko Dixon is. She's absolutely terrific. I've been knowing her a long time. And she's one of those type of artists, I'd say, that's right up there with Chaka Khan, right up there with Whitney Houston. Ooh. She's just a wonderful woman.
You're putting her in some tall grass there. We got to see if we can get her out of there.
Hey, you know how we do.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, what we want to make sure, though, that we, along with people like the great Marshall Thompson and Gene Chandler, the real people that are behind her and her music, we want to make sure we give them a shout out, and
That's right.
And we all appreciate what Tomika was bringing forth in the blues world. We want to keep that blues alive, and we have people like you and the WVON family making sure that we do just exactly that.
That's sweet, Jimmy. Thank you so much.
Well, you know how we do. As a matter of fact, I remember Tomika, we first met a lot of years ago. I'm not going to give our ages away, but a long time ago, and, she was just a great artist on her own. I never knew that she were Willie Dixon's granddaughter for a long time. I did work with her just on her wonderful voice alone. So she's a star within herself, and you got to give her a lot of credit for that. She's just absolutely terrific artist.
Well, thank you very much. Tomika, who would you introduce your guest?
Yeah, so this is Jimmy Slaughter. Jimmy is the first person that ever discovered me singing. I guess that's the way I want to put it. Okay. Like, we were hanging out one day, and he made me sing he made me sing this song. I didn't want to sing it. He had me sing Fantasia's Baby Mama. He's like, I'm going to take you out here to my studio, and we're going to record on it was a tape deck that we recorded on. Dang. And I always had a passion for singing ever since I was younger, but the family never pushed me, in that direction. They was more so, go to school to be a doctor, go to school to be a lawyer. So, I was working for Homeland Security at the time, and we went into his studio, home studio, and we recorded me, and I listened back to it, and I was like, oh, my God, I sound good. And next thing you know, hey, I'm the granddaughter of the blues. I mean, what can I tell you?
Take it and run it.
But thank you for that, Jimmy. Thank you for that. Thank you for
you're very, very welcome. But the thing about it was, at that particular time, we did all of our artists on the tapes, because if it didn't sound right on the cassette tape, we knew it wouldn't sound good on the tap scan board. Oh. So she passed all the tests with flying colors, but that's the type of artist that she is. She's extremely talented, and we love her, and from Chicago.
That's
from the South Side.
You know it.
And we want to make sure that she becomes the greatest artist that ever existed in this town, and she's going to do so. That's for sure.
You know it, baby.
Yeah, well, that's good. And she does have the spirit to go after it. So.
Oh, yeah, I get to cracking, Sir Henry Cheatham,
Yeah, she does that. Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much, Brother Jimmy. Tell you what, we're going to play some music here. We got Merle Perkins song over there ready to go. Gerald, you got it ready? Okay.
Sir Henry Cheatham, thank you.
And thank you very much, Brother Jimmy. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate that.
That's bye to me, Cole.
All right, baby, love.
Love.
That's a good thing. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B, folks, as the program continues to move on this Sunday morning. We're getting you ready for church, so don't forget that. We like to take you out on a Saturday night, bring you in on Sunday morning, and clean you up. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Put your hands up now. Song for you, baby. Can I make a blue song?
Let the DJ sing. Come on, DJ.
The legends live on classic blues and R&B.
To all of my friends, they say they envy me, 'cause they're married and tied down, but I'm single and free, but they don't know what I go through. I'm always running around with someone new. I want to wake up to someone who won't rush off and leave me. I just want someone to stay here with me. I'm tired of running around from club to club. I wanna find me someone that I can love. Yeah. So tired of being alone. I've got to find me a man to call my own. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm looking for someone to walk me down that aisle and make me cry. Stand up in church and testify. I'm looking for a reason to rush home from work. Some shoulders to rub. Just tell me where it hurts. Just be good to me. I'll be good to you. I just want somebody who I can talk to. We can lay in bed late on Saturday, or we can watch TV. That would be okay. When I come home, there's no one to greet me. I'm so tired of being free. Yeah. So tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. Got to find me. I need to find me someone of my own. Yeah. So tired. I'm tired of being alone. I don't wanna go from club to club no more, baby. I wanna find me a man of my own. I'm so tired of being alone. Gotta find a man of my own, yeah. I'm so tired of being alone. I can't do this no more, baby. I gotta find a man of my own. I gotta find me a man of my own, baby. I'm so tired of being alone. I need a man. I need a man of my own, my own. I'm so tired of being alone. Oh, why don't you help me find somebody on my own? Yeah.
Hey Chicago, this is Ernie Isley of the Isley Brothers, and you're listening to Sir Henry on Classic Blues.
smoking dynamite. I hope some screwball starts a fight, 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready as anybody can be. I am ready for you. I hope you're ready for me. All the handsome men with your wavy hair, I know you think I ain't nowhere, but stop what you're doing, Big Daddy. Come over here. I prove to you, baby, that I ain't no square, 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready as anybody can be. Ooh, I am ready for you. I hope you're ready for me. I got the booze in hand and I'm ready to smoke. I feel so good, I want you to know. One more drink, I wish you would. It takes a whole lot of loving to make me feel good, 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready as anybody can be. Ooh, I am ready for you. I hope you're ready for me. I'm ready. I'm ready as anybody can be. I'm ready.
studio guest here, Perkolating. That's Merle Perkins. You also heard our other studio guest here, Miss Tomika Dixon. And she says she's ready. Now, I don't know what she's ready for. She says what are you ready for?
I'm ready for the world.
Oh.
I'm ready to take this blues mainstream to the next level. I just got good news yesterday about my up-and-coming reality show, The Real Chicago Blues. And it looks like we'll be heading out this fall. So it'll be myself and B.B. King's granddaughter and Muddy Waters' daughter and Chicago Blues All-Stars and Sir Henry Cheatham.
I'm going to be on your...
Guys.
Wait a minute. I'm going to be on your...
Yeah.
Oh.
It's going down. I keep telling you that.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you better know it, boo.
Now, where are we celebrating your
I
birthday?
have a loyalty to everyone that's been helping me with my career, so I'm going to make sure, I bring it back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And your birthday party.
Yeah, and my birthday party, September the 22nd in Lyons, Illinois, with the City of Lyons and the Windy City Blues Society. It's going to be the first annual Windy City Blues Fest. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're trying our best. We're doing our best to make sure that we blow this one out of the water, you guys. So,
ain't no water down there, is it?
yeah, it's water down there.
There's actually a lake on the festival
See?
grounds.
And
the Des Plaines River runs right past it, so there's plenty of water.
Right in the water, baby.
All right, okay.
You can go fishing. You can launch a canoe.
Okay.
You can take a kayak.
Yeah,
You
so
can
we
get
got
you
so
an
many
inner tube.
artists on this festival. Lord have mercy. I mean, we got over 40 artists.
Got over 40 artists. I saw the other day somebody advertising the Prairie Dog Blues Festival, which is a great festival, but they put in big bold letters, 12 artists. And I thought, man.
Y'all got 40?
We got 40.
Over 40
Two
artists.
stages, 2 days. We start at 11 o'clock on Saturday. We go to 11:30 at night out in the woods.
Okay.
And then Sunday we start back up at noon. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to go to church, so we start at noon. And we go till about 7:30 at night and give folks a chance. Oh, and then there's an after party at Waterworks Pizza and Tavern. And shout out to Waterworks. We just got a nice big donation from Waterworks Pizza and Tavern today for the Blues Festival.
Waterworks.
Thank you, Waterworks. It takes money to make the blues happen.
Yes, it does. Yes,
Make
it does.
it all,
But we
you
have
know.
a lot of great artists, myself included. My original Chicago Blues All-Stars, Nellie Travis, Eddie Taylor's family, Brenda, Demetria, and Eddie Taylor Jr.,
Yeah.
of course. We even have a new blue band, which is Mark Maddox and Carlise Guy, Buddy Guy's daughter, Lori Bell, what's
The Ben Miller Band. They're kind of psychedelta.
Psychedelta.
You've heard of psychedelic, but you've heard of Delta Blues. They're kind of psychedelta, and it's a group that you just won't be able to stand still. It'd be like you got the St. Vitus stance. They're constantly making you move. Matthew Curry is playing, and we got Deke Harp. He's gonna. Jemiah on fire. Jemiah Rogers is playing with his dad, and that's a beautiful story right there. That's a beautiful family.
I've had him here. He's a good young man.
Great young man. He'll be playing. We've known him for a number of years, and Matthew Curry and Deke Harp out of Clarksdale. He plays his diddly bow. I told him, I said, Deke, make sure you
bow, diddly bow.
Diddly bow.
Okay.
I said, make sure you get your diddly bow all greased up and ready.
But yeah, and that's the 22nd, and then the 23rd. We have Demetria Taylor performing that day, and we have the International Blues Challenge.
Yeah, the Chicago Blues Challenge. So that's on Sunday on the second stage, and that's actually not set yet. So folks who do play the blues and have a band and who have not won a WC Handy or a Blues Music Award, they can apply and be part of the festival. Just send an email to the Windy City Blues Society at gmail.com, a way for us to listen to some of your music, and it's a possibility they could be part of the festival themselves. The winner then goes on to Memphis to represent the Blues Society in the city of Chicago, and in the International Blues Challenge, which is just such a beautiful event. Over 200 musical acts from around the country and around international acts that come and show up, and it's a great event in Memphis in January, and it's a great opportunity, the Chicago Blues Challenge, to get down there.
All right, Merle, tell us a little bit about that song, The Perkolator.
The Perkolator, because my last name is Perkins. I arranged that song. And when I had my band, Merle Perkins and the Perkolators, from 1990 to 1997, I would have a coffee pot on stage, and we put an incense in there that would smoke while we were playing the percolating song. Open up with that, and actually I had a great guitar player. You probably heard him. Pistol Pete was in my band. I took Pistol Pete air all over the world, man. I took him everywhere. He's a tremendous hot guitar player. And I forgot to mention the guy that I bought the drum set for was D.K. Thomas, which he's the drummer, and he started playing guitar. And he took me to the Philippines last year. Took me there in May and also took me there in November. And I did a TV show, they advertised a TV show and advertised. We got the legendary Merle Perkins coming here to the Philippines. That's all on YouTube. You can find a lot of stuff on me on YouTube on Merle Perkins The Perkolator. Or you can go to Google and put Merle Perkins Blues in there, and I'm all over the place. Also on Band Mix, on Twitter, Daily Motion. It never ends.
Yeah, I see you. I'm sorry, Merle. Go right.
Yeah. And then I'm doing a show with my band August 25th in LaSalle, Illinois. And I think it's a place called the Steakhouse. And they already got the advertising. Jimmy Burns is playing there. Also James Armstrong. And also Mike Wheeler band is playing there. But the other people I don't know. But they have bands are going through from all the way from June all the way to August. They got different bands. But they got the main pictures, which I'll be posting it on all the blues sites when they get close to that date. And
and speaking of Mike Williband is also going to be on our showcase on September the 22nd. Yeah, they'll be there representing Mike Williband, and then after that they will bag Nellie Travis and Lori Bell. So that's gonna be hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike Will is one of the great ones, and he's working all over the place.
Yeah.
Quite professional. Probably one of the best professional bands around in Chicago for the blues. And that bass man, what's his name?
Larry
Williams. Is that
Larry
it?
Williams. Yes,
Man,
he is.
that is the best daggum bass player.
Yes, he is.
I think in the galaxy. I think in the Milky Way. He's probably the best bass player in the Milky Way. I'll just say that.
And he's left-handed.
Yeah, he's left-handed.
Yeah, you're right.
He saved my behind because when I was doing that IRS song, I had a band that I was working with. They flaked out on me. They couldn't get it. And so I had 2 days in a wake up to get that song done. The budget was already paid down in Memphis. And I called Larry Williams and I sent him a song with me snapping my finger. And Larry came and said, "Baby, listen, I got something for you. I'm going to meet you at the studio." And we got up in there and we put that song down, and that's my hit, "You Don't Want to Mess with the IRS." So Larry Williams, I'm telling you, he saved my little tail. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always talks about me every time I'm playing. Man, this cat here, we complimented each other all the time, and stuff. He loves when I sit in with them. My friend from Jiba that comes from Brazil. Actually, it's a recording that we sit in. Jiba is a great guitar player out of Brazil, out of St. Paulo, Brazil, and they the one that had me over as a special guest in 2013 as a special guest artist.
Yeah, Merle, I noticed you something about, and sometimes people don't even think about this. Now, like I noticed you got an endorsement for a cymbal.
Yeah, I got a Soul Tone cymbal endorsement.
Yeah.
And I had a Silver Fox stick endorsement, but the guy, Al, passed away. That was out of Key West, Florida. Another company took it over up in Maine, but then I tried to contact them. I sent they said they were honoring the contract, but I could never get a hold of the guy. So then my friend, which is Grant, he's got fine tuning. He does drums in Homewood. He has a studio out there. He hooked me up with a February 12th, doing an interview in Liverpool, England, and they played my song "Funk the Blues" before they did the interview. Actually, this is right here. This interview here is the fifth one. I think the fifth one or the sixth one I have done, and then also Lynn, when she does Heartland Cafe. She did say they just built a studio, so she's going to contact me and she want me to come and do an interview there. But she want me to perform and play with the band, bring a band and play.
So you still got your band, or you just pick up pieces?
Yeah. I'm doing that. Like I said, I'm doing that gig in August 25th in LaSalle, Illinois, with Merle Perkins and the Perkolators.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to the top of the hour, guys. We're going to come back and continue to chat with the Chicago Blues Hall of Famer, Merle Perkins, and their granddaughter.
The youngest inductee into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame.
And the best-looking one.
Yeah.
You better know it, baby.
Yeah, she is. Okay. All right, folks, we're going to go to the top of the hour here, and we'll be back. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON, 1690 AM.
The talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation. 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.